So you get those quick dislikes. I don't own Shenmue. I did buy Shenmue day one. Played it. Didn't like it. Couldn't get into it. Then as an adult, I tried again. And I couldn't do it. Still didn't like Shenmue. If it wasn't for Shenmue, there wouldn't be no Yakuza. But you want to know something though? Gotta give credit to Shenmue. It was made for people to think and find things out on their own. While Yakuza is just a dumbass version of Shenmue. So, gotta give credit where it's due. But let's say Yu Yusuke never wastes his time on the Shenmue. He probably would have made 50 decent to great games if he didn't throw his life away on Shenmue. Could have made so many great games. But yes, there you go. Don't care about Shenmue. Fuck Shenmue. And most importantly, fuck you. So, $99.99, the best launch games for any console, American console, excuse me, for an American console, best launch of games. It was a shitload of games. House of Dead 2, Expendables, I believe it was called, Soul Calibur, NFL 2K. We did have the Power Stone, Sonic Adventure, lots of games, man. So it was a very heavy hitter. So $9.99 was an absolutely glorious day. It was the first day I started 7th grade. And couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there and pick up my Dreamcast and Power Stone. Best day of my life. Then the next day I got Sonic Adventure on September 10th, 1999. I had to wait for my drunk ass father to get home. Came home all fucking drunk and shit. But hey, I got Sonic Adventure. And then September 11th, 1999, I had Soul Calibur. My mom got me Soul Calibur. She was like, let me buy you a game. I have some money. Okay. I'll get Soul Calibur. So those were my first 3 Dreamcast games. First game up. With some ghetto shit. Some shit that threw my money away. I don't know why. FX Unit Yuki. Waste of money. We got these two, which came with Capcom vs. SNK 2. These are not my originals, but I actually saw it on eBay. It was pretty cheap. I said, this guy's selling a whole bunch of them. I'll buy them. We got the Godzilla. We got Zero. I never played Godzilla on the Dreamcast, but I bought this shit just to have it. We got some duplicates. Soul Calibur. Pro. And by the way, if it's between... Oh, well, let's exclude Guilty Gear. So if it was between these two, I like the first one better over 2 because it had great stages. I love the stages in the first one. Second one, I didn't care too much for the 3D graphics. I think the only stage that I loved in the second one was with the bus. That was a great stage, but yes. So, duplicates, and we got Guilty Gear X. Out Trigger, never played it because you needed a mouse to actually enjoy it. When you play it with the controller, it's fucking absolutely horrendous. So there you go, you got Out Trigger. Never really played this one much though. Cosmic Smash. Now this, I was extremely curious about this one. Remember, I imported this. Played it, I thought it was okay. Now what blows my mind is they actually brought this back and made it a VR game. I have no interest in VR. I know it's going to be a paperweight for me eventually, but I would have loved to try this on VR for sure. So, let's begin with the other games. So we got... Hey. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Alright, I gotta start from here. So we got Bangyo. Bangyo, be honest, I played a little bit of it, never liked it. But I definitely want to revisit and see how I feel about it. as a 36-year-old man. I know Oasis loved this. My brother used to play the shit out of this game. My brother loved this game. But I definitely want to revisit and see how I feel about it. We got Cannon Spike. Cannon Spike is going for a shitload of dough, man. Like, why? Why some of these average games cost an arm and a leg? Cannon Spike was okay. Got another copy of Capcom vs. SNK. Not my original copy, sadly. But I remember I did sell my original copy to some kid named Omar in junior high school. And it was probably around towards the end of the 8th grade. Big mistake. Dumbass. And by the way, I used to have a Phantasy Star, and I actually used to play that online as well. I don't have that. That's another game I thought it was okay. I didn't care too much for Phantasy Star, but I did play it online though, which is funny. And I used my Dreamcast a lot as a web browser. So there used to be a site called Buy Right Video Games. So it's Buy Right, RITE. You put them on.com, and I used to do these trades through email. So then I would take a chance, put a whole bunch of games in a box and ship it to them. I forgot where they were. I'm trying to think. Colorado maybe? I don't know. And then I'll tell them, hey, is this trade good? You know, we'll go back and forth. All right, that's a good trade. And they'll send me like some couple games. I think one time I sent like a box of like a shitload of games for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 import. And we'll eventually get to that story. And we got this Japanese. You're gonna see a lot of some Japanese games here and there. You're gonna see a lot of Capcom games. You know, the Dreamcast was pretty much an arcade machine, but for your house. So it's the ultimate arcade machine and the ultimate fighting game machine as well. Confidential Mission, Japanese. I think I had this American one time. I didn't really care too much for it. Hey, Crazy Taxi. We got, that's Mark of the Wolves. What's Crazy Taxi 2? Hold on. I messed, oh, there we go. I think I fucked up all the alphabetical order shit here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure this one out eventually. Randy, I think everything's just backwards. No, it's not. Alright, let me just stop being an idiot. We got Crazy Taxi 2 in New York City. New York City. We have, alright, so this section is gonna be kind of off. Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves. And quick story here. I would bring my Dreamcast over to a friend's house. And all they did was play Xbox and GameCube. And I'm the only fucking moron with the Dreamcast, with Mark of the Wolves, and other fighting games. And guess who was playing with me? Cokehead Miguel. Sadly, Miguel turned fucking nuts, crazy or something, I heard. Because drugs fucked him up, fried his brains. But I remember me and Miguel had a lot of competitive matches on the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast. He was my fighting game buddy. We had a lot of great matches, a lot of fun. Always loved inviting him over, man. Very good friend at the time, but like I said, sadly, drugs got the best of him. But yeah, everyone's just playing Halo 2 and Mario Kart Double Dash. And the only fucking moron there is just watching and kind of just want to play some Dreamcast. Okay. F355555 Ferrari. I just bought it because I like Ferraris and I like red. I did play a little bit. It's like a real simulation racer, which is all right. We got our Dead or Alive 2. We got this one at 71st Continental Forest Hills, along with Code Veronica as well. Did get a couple games out there. It was at GameStop. I think it was GameStop, or was still EB Games at the time. I remember it was EB Games back in the day, but I might have eventually turned into GameStop. I don't remember, whatever. But I remember popping this game in, I was blown away. 3D graphics, everything. It was just phenomenal. I was like, wow, man, these are like some real serious, heavy 3D graphics right here. So just seeing this as a kid blew my mind, and I actually blew off my little pito too. Fighting Vipers 2. Went for pretty good, great fighting game with Fighting Vipers. Then we went to Gauntlet Legends. Like I said, the Dreamcast was a phenomenal little arcade machine. Giga Wing 2. I don't have the first one. I used to have the first one though. GTA. Never cared for this. I mean, my cousin owned it. I took it. I was like, that's mine now. It's mine now. It was alright. I didn't care too much for the older GTAs. I like GTA 3. Which is more open world and all that. We're at Grandia 2. We got RPG. That's something that the Dreamcast kind of lacked a bit, was the RPG department. But Grandia 2 was one of the better ones. And another copy of Guilty Gear X. You got Gunbird. Excuse me. Let me just get a little closer. Not close enough to give you a kiss though. Heavy Metal Mahone. This is a big giant Mahone. This game sucks. This game and Spawn sucks. Fuck these two games. They blow big fat cocks. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, this shit's awesome, dude. No. House of Dead 2. Jet Grind Radio. Great soundtrack. Fun game, fun little game. It wasn't really for me, to be quite honest with you, but I did enjoy it. It was very, very different. That's one thing I always give credit to Sega. They always brought some very innovative games. The JoJo. I remember we got JoJo, right? JoJo, you know how you collect these games? You know how you got the booklet here? Okay. It's like a belly. Like when we go to sleep on our bellies, you lay it on the belly. Hey, don't worry, you can still see, you know, the JoJo. You still know it's JoJo, right? So don't worry about it. You're good, alright? That's how you lay your jewel case games, okay? Whatever the instruction booklet is, that's where you lay it. KOF 98. Funny story is, so in Toys R Us, they didn't know if it even came out. I was begging my dad to get it for me. I'm like, Dad, come on, please, get it for me, man. I love King of Fighters, man. It's so exciting. I haven't played a King of Fighters since '97 on the Sega Saturn. I was like, don't worry, just use your credit card. You're gonna go bankrupt anyway. You broke, right? You broke. Man, fuck it. You got it for me. Same story with Berserk. 99. I don't have the other KOFs. I don't have 2000, 2001. In 2002, I don't have those. I think I used to have them. We got Last Blade 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom. Like I said, a lot of these are my originals from back then. I still kept my copies. It's not something I bought like a few years ago, depending on the game. But a lot of the fighting games, this is what I held on to. Like my bald spot. Mike is very shiny today, huh? Now, funny story with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like I said, I imported it. So, you couldn't unlock all the characters in the Japanese version because you had to play online. It had online play back in 2000. So, you were shit out of luck. Couldn't unlock the other characters. I believe it was the blue points. And I was like, yo, why I can't unlock this shit? Like, why? And I found out later, like, oh shit, you have to play online to get the points to unlock the other characters. So yes, this is my original right here too. Couldn't wait for this shit to come out in America. I imported it, and once it came in America, I got it again. Got Plasma Sword. Plasma Sword was okay. I think I like Star Gladiator better on the PS1. Power Jet Racing, this was okay. If it was me, I'd rather just play Wave Race. We got Power Stone 2. This I did buy recently. Well, not recently, but a few years ago. You gotta love the Japanese art. Japanese art is fucking phenomenal. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. And we got the original. The original. That's mine right there. But I like the first one better. I like the first Power Stone more. That's just me. This is more of a game for multiplayer. But if you want the single player content, I like the first one better. Japanese version. Great art. That's one thing. The Japanese had the best art. Mega Drive, Sega Saturn, all that good stuff. My original copy from back in the day. I didn't buy this shit yesterday for $600 or whatever. Yeah, my original. Well, you bought that? You just started buying the Dreamcast games? I was watching the video of Metal Jesus, and he said this is the fuck Metal Jesus. It's a punk bitch. Project Justice. I'll be honest, I was more of a Rival School guy. Project Justice was cool. It's a little bit more the same. I like Rival School a bit more. Rainbow Cotton. That was a decent little 3D shooter. Ghetto Diablo. We got Ghetto Diablo on the Dreamcast. Now we got Resident Evil 2 and 3. There you go. Yeah, these were really great ports. They were like, what? PC ports almost, right? Code Veronica, like the 71st Continental Forest Hills. I remember I got this. Actually, I was blown away by that shit. I was like, wow, that's the graphics and everything, how it looked. When you first played this shit on the Dreamcast, you're like, wow, you play shit nowadays, like, eh. But back then, when you first experienced shit, you're like, wow. Extreme Sports. Extreme Sports. I never really played Extreme Sports. I don't know why I have Extreme Sports. Yeah, some Genesis games, right? You do have Virtual Cop out too, though, which is pretty cool. Sonic Adventure. I don't have Sonic Adventure 2. I used to have it. I got rid of it like an idiot. I should have just kept it, but I did not like Sonic Adventure 2. I thought that Knuckles and the Bad Bitch, those stages fucking sucked in that game. Find those buried treasures and shit. Yo, I used to be like so bored and just falling asleep. Even though Sonic Adventure 1 wasn't all that great itself because of Big Cat. Oh my god, Big Cat. That was so bad. The best part of just playing Sonic Adventure is just Sonic. Everyone else is... But still, you know, a lot of fond memories because it was my second game. That's Soul Calibur, third game. Look at that. Spider-Man, the best port version right here. Sports Jams. I always like these mini sports games. They're always fun, like the Cathlete and all that shit. I had a lot of fun with Sports Jams. Sports Jams was fun as hell. And then we got Street Fighter Alpha 3. And we all know that the Sega Saturn version is way better. And the PSP version too. But we'll stick to the Sega Saturn version. Alright. We're almost towards the end. Double Impact. We're playing some Double Impact music. And I remember I imported this too. I saw it at, I think it was a store that I got it. It might have been a store that I got it. I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna wait a year or whatever for the American version. So a lot of the games back in the day, they came in Japan first. So us Americans had to wait forever, like a year for a fucking game to come out. Now look how things changed. America and Europe sells more copies of games and all that shit than Japan, huh? Crazy. This actually, I don't think this was my original though. I remember getting rid of my original years ago, so I rebought this. It was cheap. I don't know how much is it now. We have Third Strike. Now the story is just like Capcom versus SNK. So I got this and that game, Capcom versus SNK, at a FYE for $20 each. My brother told me, hey, look, they're selling it for 20. You know, the old man can take you out there. You get it. It's $20 each? What? So I didn't own them yet. So my old man took me and got it. It was a FYE over at Bayside. It was like a mini mall or something like that. And the crazy thing is, I only went there one time in my life. Just for those two games. Then, fast forward maybe almost 15 years. I'm 27, 26. And my best friend and his dad would actually go to that mini mall a lot, because there was actually also a little bullshit arcade there as well. And you had the Outback Steakhouse, you had the Barnes and Noble, Boston Market. So they used to go there to just eat or whatever, hang out. They said, hey man, come on, let's go to Bayside. I'm like, Bayside? Okay. I've been to Bayside. I had like a dentist there and all that. I've been to Bayside many times. And I got to that mall. So this is the mall I got these fucking games like 20 years ago. Well, not 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. I was telling my best friend the story. He was like, oh shit, for real? And the FYE was still there. That's crazy, man. I think it closed down. But yeah. So that's the story right there. Couldn't believe it. It's fucking crazy, man. We got the Japanese version here. This fucking glare is killing me here. I think it's sealed. My brother just gave it to me. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. You gonna open it? I don't think so. I'm not gonna play it. I'll just play it on the emulator. See, same story as King of Fighters 98. Even though I understand it's 99 Dream Match, but it's 98. Yo, Toys R Us. I'm like, oh shit, you gotta get it for me. You gotta get it for me. Yes, it's gonna go bankrupt anyway. Get it for me. And then this game has not aged well at all. Play it now, it's kind of rusty. You're like, oh shit. But I love the game. I played it to death back in the day. I love the fucking Berserk. Sort of the Berserk. I jumped a little late to read the manga, but actually this was my first experience of the series. Tech Romancer. I never liked Tech Romancer. Could never get into it. Just don't like it. I think I streamed it, right? I do my Dreamcast streams every year. $9.99. And I started playing a little bit of it. Don't like it. I remember Archie was there. He was like, oh, you crazy, man. It's a great game. I'm like, it's not for me. Do not like Tech Romancer at all. But I'm surprised I still have my copy. But it's alright. This is a copy that could pay a bill. So just sell it, pay a bill, right? Fuck it. It wouldn't hurt though. It wouldn't hurt to let this shit go. You know? But I keep these games just in case, you know. You never know. You never know. Le Mans Test Drive is actually a good racing game. Tony Hawk 2. I played the shit out of this one because it had Spider-Man. Spider-Man was in this one, and then 3 was Wolverine, right? So I played I played the one with Spider-Man a lot. That shit was fun. It was just fucking doing all that web shit, getting mad points. That shit was great. The typing of the dead, and I still have the keyboard. I actually have a video on this on YouTube. The Vampire Savior. You know, let's move to Japan. You want to have a couple matches with me? Let's move to Japan. Probably have to play it outside because Japan is expensive. Vigilante Second Offense. Shout outs to keep my mind preoccupied. I know he spoke a lot about this game. So this is pretty much my only, like, maybe my favorite vehicle combat game. I like this shit better than the Twisted Metal shit. So Second Offense is cool. I remember he sent me a video of an actual commercial of this game. I was like, really? And they said, oh shit, in the commercial. and Virtual Fighter Cop. Virtual Fighter Cop. Virtual Cop 2. I got Virtual Fighter on my mind. I'm surprised I don't have a Virtual Fighter 3. I remember I wasn't too crazy about that one. So like I had a lot of Dreamcast games. There's certain games that I just did not like, and I got rid of it. Kind of wish I kept it. I'm surprised I don't have it. Oh well. And we got Zombies Revenge, which I never cared for. Doesn't do anything for me. I thought it was okay. And Virtual Tennis. I love this fucking game. Not a tennis guy. I don't know who the fuck these people are, but I played the shit out of Virtual Tennis, and I like the other one too. I used to have Virtual Tennis 2K2 with the Serena sisters on the cover, but this game was phenomenal. Such a great arcade tennis game. So much fun. And that wraps this video up. I was gonna say something and I forgot. Shit. Oh. So yeah. So I'll probably do another Dreamcast stream like I did last year. I don't know if I'll do another Michael Jackson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Sean Connery video. Because if you guys know, well aware, I always do those videos wishing Dreamcast a happy birthday every year. So you let me know if you want to see another one. I'll try to create a good one this time around. And that's that. That's the Dreamcast collection. You didn't have to wait 2 years. Look at that, Rez. You just had to wait a couple days more after the Saturn. The Genesis, I'll probably take my time. I'll come back to the Genesis 2 weeks or whatever. That one will probably be pretty short. Be a shorter video than this, especially way shorter than the Saturn one. But yeah, I think it's a decent collection. I think I'm feeling pretty down about Virtua Fighter 3. Now I want it. I want to see how much it is complete, good condition. Not that sloppy, nasty shit with the scratches and all that. But I'm curious how much that is, because I'm feeling pretty bad not owning it. I did start appreciating Virtua Fighter 3 a little late, but like I said, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution is the best. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day and a great weekend as well.